Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Idaho Adventures. We are back out here in the woods and we're going to be building a teepee shelter and staying overnight in it. Right here is the spot we're going to be building it. Got to clear it out a little bit, so let's get started. Alright guys, we got our flat spot cleared out right here. One thing you're going to want to check for when you're making these shelters, look at the trees and make sure you got no dead trees that are going to lean over and fall on you while you're sleeping in it. So now we're going to go get 5 or 6 4-inch diameter poles for the main frame of our teepee. Alright guys, I got the teepee up. Definitely would have been a lot easier with 2 people. I had to use a rope to tie it off to a tree so I didn't want to tip over while I adjusted all the poles. But now we just kind of got to figure out where we want to sleep, because I got a aluminum blanket and I'm going to wrap it around the inside before I do the tarp, so then that creates a big reflection wall on one side of the teepee to block in heat. But as you can see, it is coming along good. This is the rope that I used to tie it up there. I didn't cut it off, so that way I can reuse that rope later on a different project. That's always a good tip. So I think where we're gonna sleep is probably gonna be right here. So that's the flattest spot. So I'm going to try and wrap the reflection tarp from this one to this one, and I'll show you how I do that. Alright guys, here's the outside of that reflectant tarp. And then if you come here on what's going to be the inside of the teepee, you'll see this right here. And that's going to reflect all the heat back, keep it a lot warmer in here. So now we are going to put the tarp on, which is going to be a task. So let's get started. Alright guys, here's what we got so far on the teepee. We'll go inside, and it is looking pretty good in here. There's our reflection wall, and that turned out really good. And I got most of the ground in here put it out. I've got this stump that I brought in. I was using it so I could tie the top of the teepee. But yeah, now we have to build a door, tighten up the tarp a little bit, and make a little bit of a bed in there, and we should be good to go. Alright guys, built this wall on this one side of the teepee out of just rotten logs, limbs, and some sticks I stuck into the ground. So here's our door right here. You can go in. We got a lot of space in here. Pretty good. You can see that wall should help hold in a lot more heat. And we got to cover up the door. Still thinking on how we're going to do that. But yeah, so far everything's looking really good. Got a vent hole in the top. We're going to keep working on it. We'll see how it comes out. Alright guys, here's the finished product. Lay down some boughs right on this side so I can lay my sleeping pad on top of it and it will not get dirty. And then as for this door, I got a piece of canvas that I'm just going to hang over it for nighttime. And then we got all this space over here to cook or do whatever else we want. So make sure you tune in for part 2 where we're doing a 24-hour overnight challenge in this teepee.